All right, welcome back, Autumn Family Farm fans. So we are doing something pretty cool today, I think, and something not all that commonly practiced, and we're gonna try it. We'll see if it works. It's not a new thing or anything. It's just something that hasn't been practiced in the commercial market. So what we're doing is we're gonna plant our pig pasture area, which is about an acre. We run 15 hogs an acre in that little 1 acre pasture. And what we're doing is we're seeding down a mix that will provide something for them to forage on, and keep them occupied and give them something to do. So what we have, this stuff here, if you can see it, this is a grain sorghum that we're going to plant. And that's just mostly for biomass, but provides some green material for them as well. There we have 5 pounds in that mix. And then these are like a tillage radish or daikon radish that we're going to put in there, give them something to root up. And also we do have some hard pan, because this farm was conventionally tilled for years and years and years and years. Probably seriously tilled starting in the early 60s. So we're gonna add that in there to kind of break up that hard pan maybe. And then we have these, and I am very excited about this stuff. You can see they got a pretty cool looking seed here. These are, I call them wurzels, but they're mangle wurzels or mangles. They're kind of like a sugar beet, but they're more for fodder and they're not quite as sweet. And they are supposed to grow really big and pretty decent size root on them, and hopefully that'll give the pigs a little bit of entertainment and something to eat. But I think they're cool, so they'll probably be entertaining for me as well, I'm hoping. And then we have these purple top turnips that we're going to mix in as well. And hopefully, you know, between those things, the sorghum, radish, wurzels or mangles, and turnip, there'll be lots of forage for them. And maybe we can get them to cut down on their grain consumption, because we do feed them a grain mash that we get from the feed store in Mayo, Michigan, Country Feed Supply, where we also got these seeds from. So just to go along with it, we're also mixing in some rye here, and this is kind of just a carrier, something that we can put in the grain drill here, and it'll kind of carry the seed for us a little bit, because there's different kinds of seed and there's only a couple pounds of it. And again, we're only planting an acre, so give the pigs something else to chew on. This stuff is fast germinating and really bulletproof. Rye is a pretty bulletproof, resilient plant that doesn't require a whole lot to grow and a whole lot to be productive. So if anything, if everything else fails, this stuff should grow and at least give them some green stuff to chew on. So I was just mixing these seeds here. I put the radish and the turnips in here. I'm sorry, the radish and the sorghum in here. And before I put the rest of them in, I wanted to show you guys what we're planting. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. And we're putting it in here with the old John Deere Van Brunt style grain drill. We don't do a whole lot of tillage here. We don't like to do tillage. We use that no-till drill for just about everything we have to do, except for things like the pig pen. And you know, the pigs till that up on their own anyway, so this makes quick work of it. And I like using these old machines, so it's kind of fun to do. We're gonna get the seed mixed up with the rye and get it in the seed box and get planting here. Alright, so this is what our mix looks like. You can see that it's mostly rye, at least that's what you're seeing the most of, but all the other stuff will be mixed in there too. Yeah, right. Just gonna slow down here just to show you what's going on. It's hard to see, but the seed is definitely moving through the box, coming out through the seed tube and going on the ground. I picked the coulters up just enough so they're just skimming the ground on some of the high spots. And the reason for that is because this seed likes to be planted really shallow. And so what I'm going to do is pack this after we're done. But I just wanted to show you real quick what it looks like to run this particular seed drill. So we're doing the packing now, and you can see on the right hand side that's been packed, and on the left is what we're packing now. And nobody laugh now. That's my packer. Just a big pine log with a cedar log in front of it to keep the chain off the ends. It's just what I had laying around. I needed a packer, and I had all this stuff, so I just kind of threw it together. It actually works really well. You can see that chain right there. So if you lengthen the chain out so that it drags farther behind the tractor, that cedar log actually pushes everything down, smashes all the big clumps of dirt, and then the packer packs it behind it, or the red pine log packs it. Or you can shorten the chain, and shortening the chain will actually lift that cedar log up just enough with the tension on the chain from pulling it to kind of just skim the surface and smooth everything down. It's pretty cool, I think. I'm going to go forward here just so you guys can get an idea of what it does. I'm not going to go real fast. That's it. I think it's going to work pretty good. Had one small minor malfunction. I didn't put a big enough flag screw in the end, so that come out when I turned too sharp. But for what this is, for what we're trying to do here, it's working pretty good, I think. Alrighty, so we got her packed. I think it did a pretty damn good job, if I don't say so myself. Pardon my language. But for a couple logs screwed together, some chain, did a pretty good job. So just to give you an idea where we're at here, so there's the house. We are downwind of the house. But this little 1 acre paddock here, you can see, is there's the entrance to get in and out of here, is where we keep the pigs. And we'll go more in depth with them when they get here, which will be in a couple weeks. Hopefully this grows and it creates some good fodder for them to eat and something to keep them occupied and mess around with. And they do a really good job of turning this up. That's their little shelter wagon. We'll cover that more when we get there. But you know, there's some seeds here and there you can see still on the ground, but most of it's rye. That's all right. A little bit on the surface isn't going to hurt anything. And then here's kind of what it looks like down there. That packer does a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with it for what it is. Missed a spot there, right there, but it's all right. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some good forage in here. All we need now is a little bit of rain. So here's the packer, and it did a good job for what it is. So it's just right here is a lag bolt bolting the chain to both of these, and it's the chain spins on that lag bolt, and this one is static. But this cedar pole here just keeps the chain from, when you put tension on it, it keeps it from wanting to wrap around the corners right here. And it is doing it a little bit, and it jumps every now and then, but for the most part it's keeping that chain spread out far enough that it's not wrapping around that log. Otherwise it would just wrap itself up and it'd be useless. So I definitely need some bigger lag screws in the ends here, at least on the part that's spinning. This end held pretty well, but the other side came out a couple times, and I finally got a good long screw in there to hold it. But I think I'm gonna have to get some 1/2 inch and 7 inch, or as long as they are, as long as you can get them, lag bolts, and get them in here a little bit more sturdy and less likely to come out of the, wiggle their way out of the log or break or anything like that. So yeah, this is the setup here. It just pulls along like that. Does a pretty good job. Like I was saying before, this cedar log here knocks a lot of the big tall clods down, and then this log here packs it. And I could have probably packed this and then planted and then packed it again. Might have actually worked out better, and I'll keep that in mind for next time. But yeah, there it is. So I'm sure some of you guys all gonna make fun of it and everything, but you know what, it works. I almost guarantee you everybody had one of these at one time. So all right, thanks for watching, guys and gals. Hope this was a fun video for you, and please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out, and it gets our face out there, and we can show more people some cool stuff like this that we're doing, and maybe help some people out on the way. So anyhow, thanks guys.